Anthony Davis just said something big to everyone in the NBA. He said, I want to play in all 82 games every year. I want to play every single game and help my team win. No more being weak, no more skipping games, and no more getting hurt. He's been working out all summer and looks like he's ready to be amazing. But are these just words, or can he really do what people think he can do if we see the super good Anthony Davis again? Wow. Anthony Davis saying he wants to play 82 games is kind of silly for two reasons. First, he has never played more than 75 games in his whole career. Second, it's like saying nothing at all. Think about it. For most of basketball history, players didn't have to promise to play as many games as they could. Michael Jordan played all 82 games 9 times in his career. John Stockton played all 82 games for 16 years out of his 19 years playing. When you asked why players like this always played even when they were hurt, they would laugh and say something like, when the game matters more than being hurt, you don't feel that hurt anymore. But let's forget about being mad at today's NBA players for being soft and just believe what Anthony Davis is saying. What would happen if Anthony Davis actually stayed healthy for a whole season? Anthony Davis's best year was in 2018 when he scored 28 points and got 11 rebounds every game. He was scoring and playing great in many ways, catching passes near the basket, shooting from far away, or getting easy dunks from his teammates. AD helped his team get the 6th best record and almost won the MVP award that year. 2018 was probably his best season ever, and definitely when he was healthiest. But we can't give all the credit to AD for playing so well because his team found a trick that made AD even better. It was having DeMarcus Cousins play with him, having Cousins at center let AD do more things on both sides of the court. On offense, Davis could beat other players. He could score 10 or more points a game just by running to the basket, running fast breaks, and getting easy dunks. On defense, Davis could save his energy, stay near the basket, and block shots. The two big guys played great together, which led to AD's best years ever. This wasn't just lucky either. The Lakers did the same thing in 2020 when they added Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee to play center. Davis played in 62 regular season games and helped the Lakers win the championship. He averaged 27 points and 9 rebounds and played in all 21 playoff games. But last season, the Lakers stopped doing that plan. Like most of the league making their teams smaller, the Lakers tried to start AD almost only at the center position. Davis made it 25 games before he got hurt. The news people started calling him Day-to-Day Davis. Now, this year's plan seems to be the same as last year, Anthony Davis playing center. But the Lakers know they made mistakes and want to give Davis more help. They brought in bigger players at every position just before the 2023 playoffs. This summer, they added Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood. Clearly, they're hoping to make the Lakers so tall that even when AD is too small at center, he'll still beat other players on offense. Head coach Darvin Ham even wants AD to shoot 6 3-pointers every game, which is way more than the 1.3 3-point shots he took last season. This way of using AD's skills was very similar to the 2020 Lakers championship team, but Coach Vogel had one good thing that Ham doesn't have anymore. He could rest his star players this summer. The NBA finally fixed the problem with players taking too many games off, the ones that let teams lose on purpose to get better draft picks, rest their star players during big games on TV, and slowly turn the 82 game season into more like a 60 or 65 game season. The new rules have 3 big changes. First, individual player awards now need you to play enough games to be able to win NBA MVP and make the All-Star team. Players must play at least 65 games and be on the court for at least 20 minutes per game. For example, last year's Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr., only played 63 games, so he wouldn't have been able to win the award this year. Second, teams with multiple star players can't randomly skip games. For example, if the Suns wanted to rest Devin Booker one night, Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal must play. If not, they'll get in trouble with the NBA. But there's more. Not only can you not rest 2 star players this year, but teams must make sure these star players play in games on national TV and in-season tournament games. This was really hurting how many people watched games before. A big matchup like Lakers versus Celtics would be scheduled. And then on game day, LeBron, Tatum, and AD would all rest. Also, when you do get permission from the league to rest your star. Teams must be really careful because home and away game rests must be equal. These new rules mean that AD will have to play back-to-back games in all nationally televised games if he's healthy, something he hasn't done for a few seasons. Now, this extra pressure to be on the court and play well might cause an epic rise and fall, similar to what we saw from Luka Doncic last year. Remember, in 2022, everyone was calling Luka fat and out of shape. So in the summer, he made it his goal to prove everyone wrong. At the start of the 2023 season, Luka went on an amazing run, averaging 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists while shooting 50% from the field. Takes on the challenge. Good D by Luka to get the force, but it's that type of night for Luka. 10 here in the quarter now. Inside by Brandon Clark. Then the game, Luka, top players in the league this year and the years ahead. Dame's getting close to 20,000 points. Here's Luka though, the blender spinning. He destroyed the league and there was no answer for the new skinny Luka. But the amazing season, MVP talks, and championship hopes all came crashing down when he got hurt. Unfortunately, this could be the same thing that happens to a D and the Lakers this year. You got Davis trying to prove the NBA news people wrong for calling him soft and a team that needs their star player to play amazing for them to win. And not to mention the new rule changes against resting star players. But there's a trick that might save him from getting hurt. It's called the LeBron trick. Wait a minute, okay? It's not actually called that, but it might as well be dot. The only exception to the new rule is that players over 35 years old who have played a certain amount of minutes can get pre-approved rest. Days on back-to-back games. The players that qualify are Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, James Harden, Mike Conley, and LeBron James. But unlike every other player on the list, the Lakers are the only team that can really use this trick. All the other teams still have more than 2 star players, and the Lakers basically just have to... The Lakers can rest both Anthony Davis and LeBron on back-to-back games throughout the season if they want to. This is a huge game changer for the team. Also, it means it's very unlikely that we'll see Anthony Davis play in all 82 games this season. So AD probably won't play 82 games. But let's say he stays healthy. Can he actually win the NBA at his very best? Anthony Davis can be amazing on both ends of the court. He finished top 5 in a stat called win shares per 48 minutes in 4 of the last 5 seasons. So I think the Lakers will win a lot of games. ESPN thinks he'll average 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks this season. But I don't see Anthony Davis winning the MVP. Jokic and Luka are all going to have way crazier stat lines and play way more of their team's games. That's not bad news, though. The Lakers don't need Anthony Davis to score 30 or more points every single night to win. Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, and Jared Vanderbilt were huge additions for them last year. Even though D'Lo played terribly, the 7th seed Lakers went to the Western Conference Finals. Plus, it'll be interesting to see how Jackson Hayes and Christian would help this team. Hayes is an athletic, high-energy player who can catch dunks, and Christian Wood can shoot from far away and help get rebounds when the Lakers face really good centers like Jokic and Embiid. Also, I've been waiting to see if Cam Reddish can find a team to show off his really good scoring ability. Overall, I think Anthony Davis will definitely shine this year. His message of playing 82 games is silly, but it's the right goal for him, because when him and LeBron are healthy, they are a force in the West that few teams can handle. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is AD going to play more than 65 games and be able to vote for All-Star? Or will we as fans be watching more updates about Mr. Day-to-Day Davis and his ankle